Welcome to the Big Screen Blurbs Box Office Bangers and Bummers, where we look at the weekend's cinematic winners and losers. I know I've already mentioned this in the previous box office video, but 2019 is off to a very inauspicious start. This President's Day weekend is the worst the box office has seen since 2004. With the combined 3-day total for the top 10 films only reaching a little over $105 million. That may still sound like a lot for us mere mortals, but it's chump change as far as Hollywood is concerned. Obviously, some will argue that January and February have long been the months where the studios send their rejects to flounder, but the truth is, some surefire hits have fallen way short of expectations. It's so bad that it will be kind of tough to declare any of the films a genuine box office banger this week. But let's dispense with the negativity and get right into the nitty-gritty. Fox's Alita, Battle Angel, took the #1 spot with an estimated $28 million. While the James Cameron Passion Project fared far better than the pre-release tracking had forecasted, its reported production budget of nearly $200 million means the cyberpunk actioneer will need to deliver a $500 million return in order to stay out of the red, a feat that may prove too great ultimately. Next weekend sees Alita hit screens in China and Japan, where the manga it's based on originates from, so there's a slim chance that it may recoup its costs. The Lego Movie 2, the second part, continues to underperform, as it settles for second place with around $21 million. Despite being a solid entry, after 3 Lego movies, this fourth one in 5 years looks to be the victim of franchise fatigue setting in. Isn't It Romantic, another new entry this week, clung to third as it met its measured expectations with a little over $14 million. The film scored a B grade from audiences and fared pretty well with critics, as it sits around 68% on the tomato meter. The question is whether the meta rom-com has much legs after taking advantage of the Valentine's Day boost. Finishing up the top 5, Happy Death Day to You slightly fell short of expectations and only managed to scare up $9.5 million. This is a pretty significant drop from its predecessor, which managed to bring in over $26 million in its opening weekend. Maybe the decision to release the flick in February instead of October like the original was the wrong move, or maybe folks just found the horror-infused Groundhog Day premise palatable for only one outing. Hard to say, but it's getting good reviews and decent word of mouth, so it might have some staying power over the next few weeks. With all that said, I'm going to declare that the entirety of 2019's President's Day weekend is the box office bummer of the week. With its 15-year low, it certainly deserves the title. And while I don't think there was a genuine box office banger this week, I'll mention a couple of bright spots. Glass finally broke the $100 million threshold, surpassing Unbreakable's final domestic cume from nearly 2 decades ago. And Aquaman became the second highest grossing DCEU movie domestically with over $330 million. It's already acquired the top spot in worldwide gross nearly a month ago with over $1 billion. Yup, Aquaman is the biggest DC Comics superhero movie ever. What a time we live in. Now here's the full list of the top 10 movies for the weekend of February 15, 2019, along with their final actual grosses. And that's a wrap for this week's box office bangers and bummers. Leave a comment on what you think next week's winners and losers are going to be. Hit like, smash that sexy subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that bell icon to become part of the notification squad so you never miss this or any other big screen blurbs. And until next time, see you at the box office.